I'm looking at my settings, sorry. Okay, let's find... Now I'm going to find the chat on my computer. So hopefully I can communicate. Welcome in, whoever is in here. Hopefully my internet holds up. Let's see. Okay, I've got me muted so I can't hear me. And where is it at? Maybe nobody said anything. I know I clicked for the chat to happen. That much I can tell y'all. Let's see. There we go. I see y'all now. Hello, Angela, Crazy Poppy Lady. Hey, Mama. And Arcady. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I hope so. Oh, I am so happy to hear that. Thank you so much. Angela, I don't have some of the options that you had in your, little lesson that you sent me. So they don't come up on the phone. So that's kind of like a thing. Yes, lurking. Thank you, Diana. I am happy that you are here. Hopefully we'll have a few more people come in. I'm going to let it go for a second because I don't announce it. So there's only a few people that knew that this was even going to happen. Thank you, Lynette. I appreciate it. Hey, Pam. Hey, Jamie. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jamie. I appreciate it. That thing is so easy. Like, I kept searching, looking to see if somebody else had already come up with it, like, after I started the cow. I was like, somebody's has to have already done it. I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find anything close. So, I was like, this is so easy. Everyone's hopefully going to love it. I love making it. That's going to be a go-to pattern for me now. When I need something really quick, Hello, Connie from Mississippi and the quilty crocheter, or do you say quilty crocheter? Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. I have it right here. I was going to just talk about it because I don't know if everyone that might come here tonight has seen the video yet. I know a lot of y'all haven't had time to watch anything, but I wanted to show it, and then I have a little happy mail I wanted to share and show y'all some yarn. And yeah, Crow, please, you got it. You got it. Oh, thank you, Jamie. I don't know how to share anything. I haven't gotten to that lesson yet where we are teaching me how to, plan these, or how would I like to put it? Notify people in advance. Schedule. I haven't gotten to any of that, or sharing out. So, but I do kind of like, it's fun to me to just pop on in the moment that I have, for the hour, to sit and talk with everyone and just see kind of who gets to show up. But I did, in a sense, plan this one. Hopefully he will make it in. We have a special guest. He doesn't know he's special. But he knew I was going to come on. His name's Joel. He's one of the people that follows me, and I follow him on Instagram. He has some really beautiful work. Oh, we got Missouri in the house. Yes, where is everyone from? Some of you, I know where you're from. But for those of you that have never told me before, I love hearing that. I like to know where everyone is in the world. It's like just interesting to me to know where the video is, because like in a way I'm there with you right now, especially being live, you know. Indiana, okay. South Carolina, yeah. Got family up that way. Texas, Michigan, Netherlands. Oh, across the pond. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, surprise to him that he's the guest. Okay, so hopefully he will be able to make it in. He might just be watching, you know. But if y'all have any specific questions and everything for things on the channel, if you have any questions you want me to answer, questions would probably be easiest as I start like going into things and what I wanted to show y'all. If you type them in all caps, that way I'll know that's a question and I'll try to get back to it. Because I don't know if the chat will replay on this one again. So if it doesn't replay, I can't figure out how to go see it myself to find your question to answer it, you know, like to comment on the video and like at you. So questions, all caps, and you know, we'll get started. I'm going to show y'all everyone who has been so sweet. Thank you so much. This is the new shawl. Very, very easy. I did finally put on my last tassel. For any of you who might have seen the picture and you can kind of tell that there's not a tassel on this one side. I was contemplating filming it at the time, and then I changed my mind. And I see there's so many good videos already for tassels. And so I linked one. It was Kristen Omdahl's video, I believe. I added that link into the video. And my favorite part about it is reversible to me. I think it looks like it's supposed to look this way, like it was on purpose. And I guess in a way it was, but that wasn't, you know, normally I do like the way the backside of Mosaic Crochet looks, but normally I wouldn't want something I'm wearing if part of it's showing. Like I want it to look really nice, so I try to make my things big enough where I can tuck and turn and all that so that you don't see the backside, because it's not the point of it. It's not so pretty. But on this one, I really like it, so I am going to wear it both ways. South Wales, hello. And is this a good time for you guys? I mean, 4 o'clock, it's 4 o'clock for me. It's 4:09 right now. But 4 o'clock for me, for some of y'all know, it's 9 o'clock at night, a little after, or maybe even later in some places. It's like I'm kind of hitting like right before dinner time, at dinner time, or at bedtime is what. I don't know if this is good. So y'all weigh in, let me know for sure. Paula, I did not write a pattern. This is so simple. Like I don't think I need to, because it's even a really quick video, and y'all know how I am, and I don't move really fast. But even with my slow turtle pace, this still is such a short video. I did not write it out because it's really 2 stitches. Hello everybody coming in. I see a bunch of y'all. Oh, it's earlier. All right, so okay, is that good timing though? Like, because I can't do like nighttime here. I can't, because it is a tiny house. So my husband, once he gets home from work, like he needs to relax. Obviously, I have a dog, and she's an inside dog, and she gets very excited when he comes in. When you hear snoring in the background of my videos or tapping, like that terrible, you know, real quick, I try to cut it out if I can, but sometimes I do have to kind of just leave it. That's her. She's usually right there. It's great for me too, because I don't have to cook dinner yet. Once we end this, then I'll be cooking dinner, and he'll hopefully be on time home. kind of never know. So that's the problem with it, is that type of work he does, I don't know for sure when he will get off and get home. It's always a mystery because jobs run over and stuff, and they can't just like, oh, it's 5 o'clock, let's go. He's in a utility field, so they can't just be like, see you tomorrow. Oh, no problem, Claire. Hello, dear. How are you? Okay, I do see a lot of y'all. It looks like y'all are saying that it's good for you. You can carry me while you cook. That works. That is awesome. Gonna make that go away on screen. Excuse me. So I showed in the video in for the dyad shawl how you can do the neck warmer for it. So I wanted to actually put it on and show y'all what that looks like. And my hair will just be crazy, so it's fine. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess the hair's a problem. Hold on. Live modeling is not fluid and perfect for non-professional models like myself. Okay, so you see it just slips right over my head. I don't like them to be super tight, so you could even do less rows, but for me, and I'm going to stand up and hopefully not shake y'all, I thought it kind of worked perfect. It goes right where I would like it to hit, and it's just enough, and then I can go like this if it's really cold and be out there, because I'm going to be doing my outside chores and farm stuff, so going like this will be easy. It fits perfect. Because my head's down a lot as I pick up poop and all that fun stuff. So that is how I had this looking. So hopefully if you just need like a quick present for someone or a quick make for yourself, this would be something I really recommend. Not just because it's mine. It's just as that easy. You're looking for someone to catch a rooster. Oh, she is picking on me. Claire's a friend of mine. So since she wants to call me out about my rooster, I'm gonna call her out. She is my real life friend. I know a lot of us are friends here, but Claire's one that can get a hold of me at any time. And we've been friends for a long time now. And she knows that I'm having issues with my rooster that I have here, my flock of chickens. And he is being a big old meanie and chasing me. He used to be my best friend, and now he's out for blood. And I've done nothing, like not purposely or anything. Yeah, the shawl is mosaic, Jamie. It is mosaic. Nope, you don't carry cut at the end of your row. So all your tails, since it's a triangle shawl, end up being on the top side. So we're joining on, we're working basically this way up, and you are changing color every row. So you're cutting your yarn, you got your 2 tails on each side, and no carrying. I can't think of a way to carry it. It wouldn't be overlay. It would be like inset mosaic and double-sided, or a whole nother type of crochet to like carry them. I wish we could though. Like I do. I wish there wasn't so many ends. I love this type of crochet, I do, but woo, the ends. Jamie. Yes, that is exactly the type of problem I have down here. Jamie's being naughty, y'all. It's okay though. Oh goodness. Yep. He's quite a character. I don't know, maybe, it'll get better. We're hoping. I definitely am. Trying to get him into rooster jail right now. I have a crate set up in the enclosure that they're in, and I'm trying to get him to go on in there. It's not a space issue. I don't know what it is. He doesn't like Courtney. Because it really is just me. It's just my presence really makes him mad. So we have that. We have the shawl that's going on. I'm glad that you guys have really like. I really hoped that it would be a good one. Like, and I know Farahon was a little bit intimidating for a lot of people, it being mosaic, and people either aren't familiar with mosaic or they are not familiar with working a mosaic shawl. Like, they've never done one. Farahon was a little bit intimidating, is, some of the feedback I got. Now, people who tried it, they were happy, and I think that anybody could do that shawl, but some people just aren't brave enough, and that's okay. So hopefully it will help you to be brave, and you try that one, and you're going to be like, what? And in my mind, that's how it's going to work. And then you're going to be hooked, and you're going to want to do more. And I have lots to offer here, so it's not really a 2-row repeat, it's a 2-stitch repeat. It's really a 1-row instruction repeat. So once I show you how to do the first row where we start doing the mosaic part of it, from there forward, it's the same row worked over and over, and we're just growing out 4 stitches every row, so we're increasing. But the repeat is just 2 stitches. It's double crochet or single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet in the mosaic, method. Back loop, and then, dropping down for the front loop. You might want to try this one just to see, but if you're not a shawl person, it won't speak to you. But I did put down in the description, if you look down in there, I do say what the multiple is for if you were wanting to work flat. It's just 2 multiples of 2, because that's what our repeat is. And then you add the 4 stitches to the end. That way you even out so that the front of the row matches with the end of the row. And then you have your traditional single crochet at the start and end of the row and 1 turning chain, because you're going to chain out row 1, like whatever you're starting with. You're going to chain and work row 1 in the same color. So that's why I say +4. And that you could work that same thing. You'd have like a striped blanket. You could color change. That would be so pretty. Like, it can be done flat. Like, try the shawl. If you don't like it, you'll see what I mean. It's going to be easy to use that particular stitch. Call it the dyad. We're going to call that one the dyad stitch. That way I don't feel like I'm talking in loops or, not making any sense. We're identifying that combination is now called the dyad stitch. I could see using it for borders and all kinds of things. Yes. Angela says that I've created a pattern just for her in her brain dead moments. Yes, it would definitely, that's how I was feeling at the time, was like, but I wanted to crochet, I wanted to work on something. And I didn't have the brain power for other projects that, I have my whips that, are going on forever. So I ended up doing that. I like making shawls. I like making short projects right now, because then at least I feel accomplished. I've been trying to do more house projects, like my curtains and all. I've been working on, I've got 2 more to go. I'm almost done with my 3rd. So I have 1 full one and like a tiny bit of the 3rd one. And then I'm done with my curtains. So I've been trying to do those type of projects for myself and get those out, in the house. Because it's a shame. I have like so much swatches and all these, ideas and stuff. And I haven't put hardly any of it to, fruition in my own space. I'm like, a lot of the stuff, if you guys did not share your pictures with me, whether you do it as a post publicly or whether you send it directly to me, a lot of these things I would never see what they could become. Like, I don't get to make a bunch of blankets. I can't, pump them out, not my hands the way they are. So, y'all turning them into blankets and letting me see, I love that, because I want to know how it looks. I don't know. A swatch is not the same as the full project. So, if that makes sense. Hey, Nina. Oh, and Granny, everyone who's come in, hello, hello. Switch over to my water now. Yep, Linda, that is the curtain that I'm working on. That is my curtain. It's done with I always say Lion Brand, but it is. It's Lion Brand Mandala Sparkle. But when I did the first live, I was over here and people were asking if it was shawl and a ball, which totally would be and I'm like, why didn't I think to use that? I have a ton of shawl and ball here. But yeah, those are the curtains. So the curtain, I have a crochet kimono, so a non-mosaic project from when I very first started the channel. And it is the crochet kimono cardigan. The back panel of that cardigan is the curtain. That's all it is. It's a stitch I've taught on the channel before. And I literally made these curtains the same as if were starting one of the kimono cardigans. So there's a back panel tutorial. If you can suffer through it, because my old videos are awful. I was new and I had, not very good equipment. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was very nervous too. But if you can suffer through it, like, you can make the same curtain. It's already out there. Yeah, the patchwork blanket. Claire is asking if I've ever thought about joining the swatches together to make a patchwork type of blanket, and I have. And I'm doing a crochet club with my mom and my nephew, and we are finishing up like his project. My mom's doing a granny square blanket. So once we get through those, what my plan is, and they don't know this, is to bring my bags of swatches and we are going to have a joining party and an ends party and handling all the ends, because that's what I want to do, is I want to turn them into patchwork blanket type things. I might make a tote, also just kind of see, because I've been doing these and there's swatches that y'all don't even end up seeing at times because I ditched the idea. But that's mostly because things become too big for YouTube. My epic long, tutorials. I don't want to really push it. So, but there's stuff like that I could put together. I don't know until I get it all out how many blankets I'm going to be able to make. I feel like I should be able to make like 10, but it's probably only going to end up being like 1 or 2 blankets, maybe 3. We'll see. When I do that, I will share that with you. I'll show y'all. Yes, get the family to put it all together for me. Correct. It's forced labor, like they haven't agreed to it. I'm just going to show up and they have to. But I've been helping them with the joining parts of their projects. So even making a few to help them, get up what they need for their projects. And like this last Saturday during crochet class, all we did was work on my nephew's cardigan that he's making, and he has some granny squares going for it. And I helped join granny squares. Like, he decided what join he wanted, and then I had to do the same as him. So I feel like I'm earning the right to make them help me join mine. It's just, we're not doing mosaic yet. I have shown, like, my nephew wanted to make, I think he made a scarf or a neck warmer or something, but he wanted to make something, so I've shown him mosaic, but we've not focused on that, so they don't realize, like, how many ends it really is. Yeah, I feel it's okay, though. Hi, Sophia. The way, I just saw, Diana, I just saw your question. The way to show me things is, easiest is for where if you're using Instagram, you just tag me or use the hashtag FiberFox Studios. And I periodically go and look at that hashtag just to see what is there. And then the other way would be, I have the Facebook group. I don't really advertise it because I'm not super active on Facebook. And I don't really plan to become very active on it. So there is a way for you to post, though, on there. And I have figured out how to go and check and make it not such a obstacle. I get confused easily. I was having a hard time, mostly because I accidentally made two different pages. If you find either one, whatever one you can post on, I'll find it eventually. I made two different pages, and I thought that the page I was checking was the page that you all could post to. So consistently, I'm not seeing anybody posting anything. No big deal. I was wrong. I was on the wrong page entirely. I figured that out, went to the other page and saw months. I mean, there was some stuff going back months that I had not seen because I just get too many notifications. Things start getting lost in the sea of this that's always happening on my phone. Hi, Saf. How are you? Saf Stitches is in the house. Or Stitched, I'm sorry. I don't mean to mess up your channel name. I'm sure I will, though. I mean, I apologize. But definitely anybody who has a channel, and if you're in the chat right now, you definitely say hello to everyone. Hopefully people will notice and go subscribe if they like what you're doing. That's right, Claire. It is all teaching for them when I force them into labor on my projects. Like, hello. They learn. They will be an expert at handling ends on mosaic projects. Like, maybe I could hire them, you know, one day if the channel, you know, gets to a point where I can, you know, get me people. I'll be, you know, making them do all the ends, and they'll be, you know, pro level. I do want to show y'all something since Claire is in here. So somebody tricked me, and they know when my birthday is. And I got the most beautiful yarn. I think the color is showing really true right now. So yay for that, because I am sitting with natural light coming in through the window. But this is what suddenly appeared. And it is a colorway. It's by Wildflower Yarn. And the colorway is Sea Witch. And there's a whole thing. Just calling me a witch, though, y'all. Which is okay. It's lovingly. But oh my goodness. I got these, and it is so soft and so beautiful. Like, I am definitely going to be using these in something very nice for myself, because that's the stipulations that came with the package, was that I'm to make something for myself. And I said, yes, ma'am. And I'll put, after this is over, I'll put the info on that down in the description box, just in case any of y'all want to check it out. Yes, I was, ooh, like, ooh, girl. Yes, and I am slowly but surely starting to get a small collection of the hand-dyed type yarns that I love and are so beautiful. And I'm going to be able to do something really nice. I'm just slowly acquiring here and there, here and there. Right? Right? You are so welcome, Amy. I am glad that you are able to understand. I do still get a lot of questions on this, and sometimes I think it's people don't try it. They're trying to grasp the concept in their mind before they, you know, sit down and work it all the way through. And once they do that, it's like, oh, okay. So, I definitely, once I figured it out, I was like, I was overcomplicating it in my mind and making that stuff into so much more than what it actually is. Like, it's really like, oh, what? Oh, thank you for stopping in, though, Elaine. I do appreciate it. I really, really do. So thank you, thank you, thank you for coming in. I do so much appreciate it. I know this is like some of y'all are going to have to get off to dinner and everything. So if you cannot stay, I do understand. I appreciate y'all for stopping in. I'll show the last thing really quick. And that is, so I made this hanger, and you're never going to believe, I don't know if I chose the best yarn for it, so I'm just going to say that. That's why I don't have a plant in it yet. It is let's start with what it is. You see a little hook here. So this is supposed to be a planter, but I'm going to put something like a violet in it, because I'm going to have this hang on the part of my porch that's covered. And so it's going to be hanging from the ceiling, so water won't be, splashing in on it like rain. So I'm going to do something like a violet. And I got this little thingy here at the thrift store for like $2. And it's like an old crock from like a crock pot. And I don't know what they call those in other countries. So maybe y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, it's just stoneware, basically. So I have this exact granny square that my shirt is made up of as the parts that are the crochet parts coming around here. So when we get to the bottom, it's just all stretched out looking, but it's just the granny squares. And there's one in the center, and then there's, I think there's 5 on the side, but anyway, I just think I should have went with a different yarn. And I made that just granny square. You could do something like that with mosaic and have it hold like at the bottom. It would just be like something like this, but fully covered, and then hang it. That I showed something similar for what I have my straws in. It's over that way. Yes. That is the softest. Like, it is so soft. I was feeling the wildflower yarn and some of the other yarns that I've collected, and like just the different in the texture and all. And it is so soft. So soft. Yeah, it is. It's very reasonable too. Everything with it's very reasonable. And I have an admission. I may have bought a few more so that I could do something like a wearable for myself, because that's what I think I want. So I did buy a few more, and yeah, they're on the way. And not a lot though, obviously. But I was really impressed, because I was expecting more. I was expecting it to cost more. I really was. I was pleasantly surprised. I'm sorry I'm shaking the camera, but I gotta rest my foot on the island a little bit differently, and I'll try to make it not move. Sorry if I'm giving anybody motion sickness. So now, what are you guys working on? Because I've talked a lot about me, so what about y'all? Is there anything that y'all questions, or... I know we're going to be doing a purse soon. The purse is, the first one is the messenger bag style purse. I'm playing with the handles still and the sides and how we're going to do those. And I have not quite made up my mind completely. That is the problem with that. So, working on it though. I am. I just, I try, when I'm sitting down to do something like that, I'm trying to think about everyone and their situation. So I'm trying to do it without any purchased hardware and keep it to strictly yarn, and then tell you some options for ways that you can kind of sturdy it up and all that are inexpensive. I've seen some purses made with the different purse hardware. I kept calling it purse parts, I think, in the first video. Purse parts, but, the hardware. And it really can bump the cost of what you're making up. So I'm trying to keep all the purse designs. I'm going to do the messenger bag. I know some people are asking about the Japanese knot bag, if I could do a version of that for the channel for a tutorial, and I will. And then I have another in the round purse work. So another video for my in the round. I only have a few out there right now where we actually work in the round in the video. So I'm going to do that for another purse in the round. On that kind of stuff, I'm debating of whether to use designs that are already out there or do some of that and do at least one that has designs that are not released yet, or at least a design that isn't released. I don't know really what's the best. I mean, do y'all get bored if I use something that was maybe, you know, put out 6 months ago again in a actual project? Would that be boring? Does anybody have an opinion on that? Oh, you're doing your first Tunisian beanie. Are you doing a tutorial for it, or are you watching and learning yourself? Yeah, the mosaic is really addicting. You can do mosaic beanies too. Very easy. Some of my newer stuff, I do have it where it's, I tell you how to do the hat. Not all patterns are, you know, great for hats if they get really long, you know, unless you're doing a long hat. But depending on the yarn you use, you know, you can end up with like a sock, you know, tube. Well, if you master it and want to share, I'd be interested in that, because my Tunisian game is very limited. Amigurumi Monkey, super cute, super cute. I never do any amigurumi. I buy amigurumi. I did something, and I guess in a way it was amigurumi. It was a pillow. I was making a thing. I kind of feel like it was amigurumi. I made a pillow for one of our lovely creators who's possibly still in the room, Crazy Poppy Lady, and I gave it to the recipient. Well, she kind of took it. I wasn't ready. And when this happened, I didn't realize I didn't take pictures. So then I'm trying to get pictures, and it's very difficult. And come to find out, she child that got the pillow took scissors to it. She didn't mean to mess it up. It wasn't like a mean act, but her brothers left the scissors out. They're not supposed to. They have locked cabinets for a reason. Since then, I went over and babysat over there, since that has happened. And the locks have been upgraded, and I'm not kidding you guys. Like, there's a magnet system involved, and this, like, it's basically like a key to get into everything now that you must have, and it's kept in a certain place way high. I couldn't even reach it. Like, I'm having to go get kids and tell them to get into the cabinet, you know. And they've upgraded all that just to make it even harder, you know, to get access. Oh, hi, Ginger. She's saying voice to text does not let you have all the emotion, you know. It's totally okay. It's totally okay. At least you can use voice to text, because I cannot. It either, and even if I slow down my talking, when I try it, it comes up and throws in words that are definitely not what I was saying. And it's like, it doesn't even make sense. And I'm like, I thought this stuff is supposed to be, you know, advanced and predictive and all that. Like, I would think it would make sense, at least when it hears me completely wrong. So kudos to you, Ginger, for actually being able to use that feature. Not all of us are so lucky. Hi, Wine Nuts. Anybody who came in that I missed, hello, hello, and thank you. Oh, I'm supposed to be telling y'all to hit the thumbs up also. I think there's a list of things I'm supposed to say, but we'll just do whatever. It doesn't matter. It's no big. And I forgot, I brought over one of the curtains that I was working on so I could show y'all when we were talking about that. That's way earlier, so we won't go back there, but unless the person's still in and wants to actually see. But the curtains are very easy, very, very easy to make. It just did send a haha, Ginger. And something about I was fluffy. All right, the talk text might be failing you now. Hi, Tammy. Welcome in. If I didn't see you earlier, I don't think I did. Aw, thank you. I am so glad you have learned through me. I really hoped that when I did those videos that it would just kind of make it so obtainable that everyone would want to try it. You know, I just, if you don't like that type of crochet, fine. You know, I don't want to force anybody, but for people that thought it was just too hard, you know, that's really who I was trying to get to, you know, when I started doing the channel. All right, Lynette, you want to see the curtain? Okay, so this is the one I'm currently working on. It's got my little stitch marker from the Crochet Clogger attached to it. But if you take a look up here, I'm not working on a starting chain for the foundation of this. I'm using foundation ovals. And those foundation ovals are the same thing that I used when I did the cardigan version, the thing that's already out on the channel. And you work foundation ovals in an odd number for the stitch. And that's the same as it was for that cardigan. So I have 15 foundation ovals for my size window. Now on my curtain, as you start here and then you start working out. So you work, it's like this. And you work along. And it's just a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 row repeat on it. So it's super, super, super easy. Once you get the hang of it, I have memorized this, and I'm not like a super genius person or anything. I don't have like any type of mad memory skills or anything. So, but think of it as just like, you know, the shell stitch for everybody that loves that stitch. Very easy. You just kind of learn and do. I am going to be hanging these from hooks on my window. So that's how I put them up. I'm afraid to grab this and tilt it. I'm afraid the camera will fly off. This thing's spring-loaded and stuff. I'll get popped in the face. But I will show this. Like, I'll post a picture and show how I have them up there. But you could easily just come back and make a little tube and turn it into where you could put a rod through it. If you did not want to have, like, a small wooden rod going through them and then it like hanging up on your window. So I did the hooks just because I'm going to change out. I know as time goes on, and I will do stuff that I can hook up there. It's really easy. So it's like over there on that door. I don't know if y'all can see just a little bit of the curtain. It's a metal door, so I use magnets. And I have the rustic vibe going on in here a little bit, like rustic with a bunch of color. So some new type of, I don't know what I'm doing here kind of thing. But the curtain, I have magnets on a piece of wood, and coming out of the piece of wood is little black screws. And so the curtain is just a regular, you know, pineapple stitch, you know, that I learned, and I just made it wider and long, and I have it hooked up there on it. And I like the look of it, so that's why, you know, I do hooks and stuff like that. But if you don't, you can easily change that into fit like your normal rod that you're using. And it's just the back panel of the kimono cardigan. That's it. So very, very simple. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. Oh yeah, Jamie is the left. If you can't see Ginger, because you know you're busy, your hands is busy. Um, Jamie is saying curtains, Ginger Yarn Geek. Look, perhaps a collaboration sometime for Tuesday Stitch Along. There you go. Feel free to teach it. Definitely, definitely. I don't own that, design or anything like that. Stitch pattern was a Japanese diagram that's my version of. I didn't totally understand the diagram, so I kind of like winged it a little bit and it worked. So it's the way I do it, but 100%. Anybody? Boop. Feel free. Yeah, Angela's right. It's tiny house chic. It's like a rustic chic. Courtney's got nails, screws, and hooks for her drapery. It works. It works, right? And plus, it's like so easy. Like curtain rods get expensive, y'all. And I have the windows are small. They're not a standard window size, so I can't just even walk into the store. So sorry. Didn't know that would happen. I thought it was all turned off. But the train of thought had totally gone. But I can't go in and just find a curtain rod that'll fit. I can't find a curtain that will just fit. So it's just easier than having to buy something that then I have to try to like shorten it. Because they're cafe style rods and stuff, like wooden rods with the little spindle thing, like spindle holder that you mount up on your wall. Those type, I could figure out how to make it work, but I have to cut it. Well, the cost of them. What if I break it? Nobody ever said I was like, good with my hands with like woodworking or anything, saws and all that. So I just couldn't really bring myself to go and get something that then I could really just mess it all up and it not be, able to be used or returned. And so I ended up trying the hooks and I was like, oh, I like it. Perfect. That's what I went with. It's my tiny house chic. Really, really, really is. We are getting close to the end of the hour. So I guess we should start wrapping it up. I don't really think I have too terribly much, else to show. I think we showed it all in the beginning. So hopefully you guys are enjoying these. I do plan to keep on. Hey, Katrina! I do plan to keep on doing lives, thinking every other week. So, you would see a tutorial video, then a live the next week. I know I did a tutorial, this morning, and now I'm live tonight. So I have no rules. I follow no rules. I am sorry. Oh. Yeah, so I guess we will go ahead and wrap it up. Unless somebody has a question, a request. I do take requests. I can't say that I can do all of requests, but there's some stuff I definitely can. So if you're ever on a video and you have a question, always leave a comment, your question on the video, or be very specific if you're emailing me, tell me what pattern we're talking about. Because there's a lot of them. I can't remember everything, but if you have a question that you might think lots of people could, benefit from, and asking it on the video that you're on, that you have the question with, is so helpful. And then for sometimes when there is just a really great question, I was like, why didn't I think of that? To even tell y'all in the video or put it in the description, I'll pin it. So other people will definitely see the question and the response and stuff. So it's helpful to everyone if you are asking there on those videos. But if you need specific help, you can always feel free to reach out to, directly to me. Email, I do my best to keep up. I do get a lot of email. I don't know if I have it posted on the About page anymore because I was getting a lot of the it's like the fake spammers, scammers trying to get me to do some type of promotion offering like crazy amounts of money that nobody would ever offer me. Like those too good to be true type things. I get flooded with that type of stuff at times, and it was worse when I had the email address out there, but it is fiberfoxstudios at gmail.com. So it's the channel name at gmail.com altogether. And then, of course, you can find me on Instagram. Instagram is also under Fiber Fox Studios, so just look up at Fiber Fox Studios. I can't figure out how to link some of this stuff, so forgive me. Every time I think I'm linking, it like won't actually work. I don't know. So, it's a me problem, not anything else. It's strictly just me. So, and the next live, I'll do my best to let y'all know. It does seem like everybody that got to come today, this is a good time one way or another. You can kind of make it work. So I will kind of shoot around this time of the day, and then I can go off and do all my, farming stuff and all. And let's see, this is your job number 2. Yes. Yeah, that's the best way to learn visually. I need your help always, crazy Bobby Lady. Definitely check out Angela, the other people who have been Yarn Geek, everybody that's been in the chat. Please feel free to check out their channels. Try to make you little notes because I haven't figured out how to make this chat come up, but I'll try as soon as we end this. And I really do appreciate you guys for coming in and for sitting and talking to me. And we will see you next time. I'll try to give advance notice, and